Welcome to the Leat dashboard. So now that you've created your account, the first step we're going to take is start laying the groundwork for a high-performing loyalty program. Your success starts with laying a solid foundation, and that's going to begin with your settings. So in this first module or course, we'll walk through your general settings to make sure your brand is perfectly captured and set up within the dashboard. We'll configure things like your core business information, adjust localization settings according to your region, and we can then customize things like your homepage preferences as well. We're also going to toggle on your active features so that your dashboard looks exactly how you need it to and stays focused on your goals. From there, we'll move into the finer details, from mapping things like your physical locations or even your online stores to defining things like your marketing subscription types. By the end of this course, your account should be fully set up for success. It's going to be optimized based on your brand, and you'll be ready to start scaling and building out your program. So let's dive in and start laying the foundations of your account. Okay, so now that you've created your account, you're going to land on this homepage within our dashboard. And the first thing we're going to do is navigate to settings here in the top right-hand corner. Once you're here, you're going to see that you have 5 sections. So you're starting off with your system ID. This is just the ID of your account. And if you ever need to contact our support team, if you provide your account ID, it will make things go that little bit more smoothly and you'll get a bit more personalized support. Then after that is actually the first thing which you can edit, which is your business information. So you'll see the email with which you signed up. You have your company name, and then you also have your industry. So should you want to change any of these, you can do so very easily, like so, for example, and just hit submit once you've made the changes that you need to. Next up is going to be localization and language settings. So as you can see, mine is already configured here with my country as the Netherlands, my currency is euro, and communication language, which is the dashboard of the language, or the language of the dashboard, excuse me, is set to English. If you want to change any of these, you can do so and select your language from the drop-down here. Same goes for your currency. And once you've done so, you can just hit submit here. So let me just change my country, for example. And now you can see once I hit submit, that will be saved. And if I quickly refresh, you'll see that all of my localization and language settings are in there now. Next up, you have your homepage preferences, and you can choose from 3 different options here. So there's the traditional homepage, which you saw at the beginning of this video. Then you also have your contacts page, and then you have your emails page. So I'm going to keep mine as the homepage, the traditional way that we have it now. But what you can also do is make it so that you have your contacts page as your homepage. And that just means that this page, which you find in the navigation here, which is an overview of your contacts, as you can see, that will be set to your homepage. And once you've done that, you can just hit submit once again to make sure that that's saved. And then the final aspect is your features. So all of the core features of Leat will already be enabled. That's not something that you have to worry about enabling. It's just a matter of enabling some features here, if you would like to, that are some beta features. So as you can see, we have contact session tokens, for example. We have a lifecycle tool to determine when your customers should be marked as inactive, for example. I'm going to leave the disabled features here disabled, purely because before we get into too much more detail, I just want to cover the basics in this video. We will have some other videos where we cover beta features, how you can set them up, and how you can make the most use out of them. For now, I recommend that you just use the features that are auto-enabled within your account, and that should be more than enough to get you started with your loyalty program. So this is your general settings. I'm going to quickly show you, just to top this off, your subscription settings. So in case you haven't chosen an account yet, you can navigate to subscription in the left-hand bar, and then you're going to see an overview of the subscriptions here. So you have Start, Scale, Pro, and Enterprise. And then you can also choose Plus within these. So that will tweak the amount of tokens per month that you get. So you can choose from the Start of 250 tokens per month, or Start Plus, which is 1,000 tokens per month. The Plus is purely just to give you a little bit of room between plans, so you're not jumping straight from Start plan to the Scale plan, for example. And you can select whichever plan best fits your goals here. You can also contact our sales team through this button in the top right-hand corner if you want to see which plan will work best for you, or if you just want an explanation of how our token-based pricing works. You also have your current bundle here down at the bottom, so that will give you an overview of your usage limitations within the dashboard, and then you can click to upgrade here if you would like to. And now the last thing that I want to show you really quickly is your payment provider. So if you would like to sell gift cards online, for example, or use anything like that within our program that involves the exchanging of currency, then you'll need to choose a payment provider. And we have Molly and Stripe within there already, which are the most common payment providers. So if you want to set that up, you can just click Setup here. Then you can choose to do it in either a sandbox environment, which is recommended, or you can do it with a live API key. And once you've selected that, you can go to Next Step. You just put in the API key from your provider, whoever it may be, whether it's Molly, Stripe, or a different payment provider, and then you can start to create that integration already. We've set it up so that you can do that within a few clicks. It's not something that's extremely technical, but you can always use the live chat if you need any support with that. And now the next video, I'm going to jump into how you can configure your brand kit, which is a really important step in laying the foundation of your program. It makes things a lot more efficient, so I'll explain that to you in just a second.